Is that recording?
Is that good? We've changed.
Check, check, check. This is like Sunday afternoon. Some are still having a nap. Other kids have already had a nap. Other adults have already had a nap. And now we're just gonna like plan the week. This is how we plan our week to get stuff done. We have most of this in the calendar.
This should take like 5 minutes.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. Hey, we're so efficient when we're organized.
We are so efficient. We planned this really well.
Oh.
Let's start with the recurring events, because those are usually in the calendar by the time we actually start planning.
Yeah, they didn't used to be. We used to plan out day by day, like we're gonna work here, we're gonna come home here and have dinner here, and just to kind of make the puzzle be solved for every single day. But then we figured out there's a lot of these days where we can just make it reoccurring at the same time.
Yeah, like basically pick a fixed time for those same events and then put them into the calendar so we don't have to spend 20 minutes, half an hour on just kind of like fitting things in before we actually start planning.
Yeah, we're a lot more likely to do planning when it only takes 5 minutes versus half an hour.
So we've got work. I mean, I've basically got the same work hours every day, and then Friday is a little bit shorter. Working from home, so there's no commute in here right now.
Nice.
We've got the kids' sports and activities. We've got our like evening work, so that's like real organized YouTube type stuff.
Got our morning routines.
Morning routines, evening routines, football on Saturdays.
And dinners.
And dinners. That's it.
Because they're basically the same every week, all these things.
Yeah.
The next thing we do is to see if there's anything or other.
What was that?
I don't know, but I'm laughing the bad laugh. They're all natural laughs, but I have this like ha 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 laugh and then I have to That's the bad one. The next thing we do is to see if there's anything out of the ordinary happening that week.
Yeah, and usually this isn't necessarily part of the planning. We try to do this more on a rolling basis. When something pops up, we try to capture it and just put it in the calendar so we don't have to store it up here.
Yeah, there's not space.
We also have birthdays in here as recurring events. So that's recurring, but on a yearly basis. So for a week by week basis, that's different. And we do have a birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Aaron's birthday tomorrow. We're super excited. So that's in there. We'll get a reminder tomorrow morning on our phones, and then we know to write that person or call them.
But usually what we'll do is like put in, let's call Aaron.
Yeah. After dinner, it's a good time. Everyone's fed. No one's crying because they're hungry. We're good. And then before bedtime, because they know, hey, if we do this, we don't have to go to bed yet. So everyone's happy and want to do it. So that's good.
Is there anything else that is out of the ordinary? I don't think so. Which is also kind of the beauty of this. Like we know, kind of what the base load is for both of us. And then we just have to adjust it ever so slightly if there are things that are out of the ordinary. Mm-hmm. Oh, there is something that is different. Not from the recurring events, but Marcus's camp.
Yeah, that was in there. Like they have a school camp every year. We just got a message like an hour ago from his school saying, sorry, it's canceled due to COVID. So we're gonna take it out of the calendar, and also his drop off and his pickup time, because I'm not dropping off at the train station. I'm not picking him up there either.
But then on the flip side, badminton's back on, so we're not removing that out of the calendar this week. What else? Anything else that's like different this week? Oh, hey, we were gonna clean the cars yesterday.
Yeah, but then we didn't.
Went for a walk with the kids instead.
Exactly.
So,
which was nice too.
So why don't we
move that to next Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but if you feel like doing it during the week by yourself, feel free to.
Oh, thanks. That's very nice. The next step for how we plan our week to get stuff done is to add additional things. And usually that just looks like us sitting around for a few minutes and asking ourselves, what else could be going on this week?
Exactly.
And that could be things that we just forgot to put into the calendar. It could also be things that are out of the ordinary, things that kind of help us reach our goals. And this hails back to our yearly and monthly goals that we set on a yearly and monthly basis.
Or they can just be fun things that we want to do. Like we want to go on a family outing, or we want to go to an amusement park in Germany. We did a video on that. Or we want to play a board game. So that's kind of the things we do now.
We don't always put that into the... Sometimes we just pick up a board game and play it.
Exactly.
Without planning it.
We're not crazy.
I mean, since we're in the process of planning right now, I think we should just do the budget tonight, especially with this being canceled.
Yeah. Okay. So cancel that. My brother got sick, so not playing board games with him.
We didn't change his name. He's
Oh,
okay with it.
Yeah. That's my brother's name, Joachim.
Now you know.
And just put in do our budget. Send it over to the bank.
Budget for bank. And that's the two of us. Yeah, worth noting, we've got all of our calendars here on the side, so we've got specific ones. I guess maybe I just noticed we have one for the car. We don't really use that. Most of the stuff that we do together, we just do under our like combined calendar. The ones that we use the most are mine, yours, the kids, and then our combined one, and
real
then
organized.
real organized. And then obviously the most important ones, like whenever Manchester United's playing. You can actually find a lot of calendars that like aren't maintained by you, but just like for recurring events, special events. You just check the box and then it's in your calendar.
Yeah.
So you don't miss anything important.
Like bank holidays, I have that on mine. You have Manchester United's game schedule.
Yeah. We're talking about adding things into the calendar. So is there anything else that we want to do this week?
Yes.
Okay.
We want more people to come evaluate our house. So you need to look at your work schedule to see if when that could fit in.
I mean, I don't need to
You don't need to be here, but I need to be able to show them the room you're working in.
Yeah.
So
To be able to,
you can't be in a meeting when they get here.
And it does help if I can run to if Lucas is having like a meltdown. And
Which he did last time someone was here. I mean, there's one guy coming
Afternoon.
Tuesday. Since the house is perfectly clean Tuesday morning.
yeah, Tuesday
Can we
afternoon,
have
like
more?
after 2 o'clock would be fine.
So, like 1 at 2 and then 1 at 3.
Can we just pen that in?
Yeah, just pen it in.
tentatively?
Like just say evaluation, and I'll follow around tomorrow and set it up. So those like anything else we want to do this week. Saturday, I always like doing like a family activity Saturday, and we don't have that in there.
It's a little bit packed, but why don't we clean the cars and then go for a drive with the kids somewhere? Like,
Yeah, that's right, dinner time. So
why don't we go for a picnic?
okay, so we'll do a picnic with the kids.
Picnic.
Perfect.
I don't know how to spell picnic. Picnic.
You're foreign. It's fine.
It's adorable. Okay. Picnic.
I use my calendar a lot as like a to-do list. So my personal calendar right here is not very dominant. I have like a meeting at my school. That's it. But at the end of the week, it'll be like full. I just kind of use it like, oh, I need to get this done. I need to get this done. I just put it in, and then I push it and move it around. If I don't get it done that day, then I move it to the next day. When we're sure that we put everything in there that we need to do that week, then the next step for how we plan our week to get stuff done is to go over the week day by day.
And usually this entails like planning who's picking up the kids, who's dropping off the kids, who's like if we need to drop things off somewhere at your parents or pick something up at the post office. It's like logistics,
Yeah.
basically.
So let's go day by day. Monday, she has a doctor's appointment at the chiropractor. Are you able to have Lucas during that time? If not, I'll bring him.
I don't think so, because I have meetings.
All day Monday.
Yes.
Alright. Lucas will be going to the chiropractor's office again. It worked last time.
Let me just. With
Yeah.
Lucas.
Put it on.
That should be pretty straightforward. When are you calling the.
I'll do it tomorrow. Actually, can you put it in for like 10 o'clock tomorrow?
This is you.
Like set up realtors. Is that still working? Yeah, you're done with work there.
Yeah, we'll do the thumbnail pictures. I mean, I guess, well, this is tomorrow, so I guess we'll just leave the tripod out.
Yeah. We want to call the bank and set up a meeting with her.
That's right. That's
that
what I was
it?
thinking.
Okay.
Sending the.
Send in the stuff. So let's do
Yes.
that Monday afternoon. Say like around 2 o'clock.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, if we get it together tonight, I can send it in.
Okay.
See what I mean with the whole like to-do list? That's kind of like my thing. It fills up with like things that need to get done.
This week, let's assume I'm just taking the kids in on the days where we're not exercising.
Yeah, and I'll take them in when you are exercising. But
Yeah.
that just makes sense.
Tuesday,
Yeah, home maintenance. I think I'll do a little bit of cleaning.
Wednesday, Olivia has a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Thursday.
swim class. As we go through the week, we usually also plan dinners because right here we have some time to kind of look at the overview and be like, I have a few hours here so I can make a really good dinner, and here I have no time, so that's gonna be a freezer meal.
Yeah, and you usually do the grocery shopping online during the weekend and then have it delivered on the Monday, so we'll have a pretty good idea of what groceries we actually have for the week to make those meals.
There is nothing worse than sitting there like Tuesday afternoon and thinking, what am I gonna make tonight? It's all planned out, it's in there, I can see it, you can see it, you can be excited when you come home from work. I'm gonna have my favorite meal, or you can work late.
Chicken parma. And then Friday.
Dinner at 5? Usually, let's move to 4:30, right?
Yeah.
It's nicer to have early dinner on Friday. Let me think. Oh yeah, taco soup.
Taco soup.
Taco soup. That might seem like super early for some of you guys, like 4:30 dinner. I know a lot of people are like, 4:30? That's like lunch, but
we
have
eat
little
early.
kids.
No,
We get hungry early.
Well, we get hungry, and we've also recognized that we just get tired after dinner. I think that's relatable. Do you get like super tired? You know, when you've eaten dinner, you're sitting at the table, you put your legs up, it's so nice, and at the same time, like the kids have made an absolute mess, and you just don't feel like doing much of cleaning up. I feel like that's more manageable the earlier in the day that it is.
Yeah.
We should make a note of the fact that a big part of how we plan our week to get stuff done is like the YouTube channel, real organized type planning. Our setup is such that we actually do on a rolling basis, week by week, we have like a focus for the week. So we'll have a shooting week, we'll have an editing week, we'll have an outline week, and then every day we want to make sure that, you know, when we sit down to do some work, that we actually have a good idea of what we're going to be doing and how it fits into the big picture.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than just sitting down and being like, okay, I'm gonna be productive. What should I do?
What are we doing now?
Yeah.
We've cheated a little bit in that we're in the process of like both recording videos on kind of like a staggered schedule compared to what we usually do, and also doing a very big video on this dopamine fast that we just did. And so like our schedule's a little out of whack, and we like at the end of last week we're like, ugh, we feel like we've lost the overview a little bit. So we cheated a little bit and went ahead and did this kind of planning for this week already.
I mean, it's basically just saying like Monday, when we sit down, what exactly are you doing? What exactly am I doing?
Free up some of that mental space and just know that, again, we're in the situation where like, okay, we don't have to worry about like keeping that overview because it's all in the calendar. Yeah, but should we just go through that real quick? So we've got the thumbnail pictures in the afternoon once I wrap up looking at the footage from the... I'll get started on some of the editing. Maybe you'll start like setting up upload for Thursday. Actually, we're going to record the rest of this video on Wednesday evening. So the stuff that you see in between these segments, the one that you're looking at right now, you'll know that we'll have recorded that
A few days later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very like Christopher Nolan Inception like, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah, because we're just like Christopher Nolan.
We are, exactly. I mean,
Planning is super important to us because we want to make sure we get everything done, that we don't drop a bunch of balls and then leave the kids somewhere and forget to pick them up. Like, we want to make sure that we get everything done that needs to get done, and that we also have time to do the fun things in life.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you get just a fraction of the enjoyment out of it that we actually experience while we're making it, and maybe a little bit of, you know, useful information as well. If you did enjoy it, then please give it a like, and if something really stuck out to you, let us know in the comments. And then have a look at this other video. If you are thinking about weekly planning, but you know, maybe need the right tools for it, we did a video on Google Calendar versus Cozy Family Organizer a couple of weeks ago, and you should check that out. And then we'll see you next week.
Bye!